Lacey, hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I am super, super excited to talk to you and pick your mind a little bit about your experience here over the last 4 weeks, but also a little bit over the last few months because you have graduated from Scene Study Workshop. But you've also graduated from all five programs that I currently have offering right now. And that is what I call my complete actor blueprint. All right. Are you okay with me asking you a couple questions and then opening up the floor for any questions that we have for you as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. My first question for you right off the bat is what was your favorite part of Scene Study Workshop?
My favorite part was practicing the scenes with my partners and getting your feedback and you helping us as a team bring the correct energy to the scene.
Awesome. That give and take, that really play, that is only something that we can really accomplish when we're here live together and getting a chance to run it back with ideas. And one of the things about creativity that I love is that creativity always evolves. Even artists like Picasso and famous sculptors, they create art and then sometimes, they actually may destroy it and create it over again, or they create their art in revision. So I'm really glad that our opportunity to really workshop these scenes and really take them to the next level helped you out a lot in Scene Study Workshop. My next question for you is how do you feel your acting has grown after completing the program?
My acting has completely changed. Before, I was kind of hesitant and looked at it as kind of a chore, but now I'm feeling like it's fun and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm feeling like, wow, I can really come at my acting career in a way that I know I can be successful.
That's what that's what's so beautiful about doing what we love. When there are when we were really young and we didn't have to worry about how people judged us and we just got to do what we wanted to do, we would draw these little stick figure pictures and just be so excited to show our creation to whoever wants to check it out. And I'm really glad that you're tapping into that true artist energy of that we are creating this art to really show to other people, and we're proud of it and we're excited about what we have created. And every audition that you get is going to be another opportunity for you to show your art to the world.
Hmm.
My next question for you, and then I will also let the chat know. Go ahead, drop questions in the chat. We just have a couple more for Lacey, and then we will open up and answer those questions as well. My next one is you've taken all five classes, which I like to call the complete actor blueprint. How have those experiences contributed to your growth as an actor? Each one of them. So we'll start with the first one. How about new actor blueprint?
The new actor blueprint made everything very clear for me because before I was always just trying to figure things out on my own and nothing was clear. I was very confused. Now there's a step by step process for me to navigate and figure things out much more easily.
Awesome. That is new actor blueprint. How about self-tape mastery?
Self tape mastery helped me become a self tape master. I'm really good at making self tapes now, and before
You're
I
fired.
had no
Fired.
idea. And
Self-tape.
now, like,
Yep.
I go in there and I'm just like, boom. I'm using all those tools, and everything looks very
Mhm.
professional. And I feel excited to be able to present my self tapes to people.
You are indeed a self-tape master. How about character development and emotional depth?
Character development and emotional depth. I think that was the one where I said that was one of my favorite
We
classes.
have the character bank and those other tools.
Right, Right, those gave me a lot of visuals. People are different learners. I'm very visual, and you gave different tools for the way people learn, which I liked a lot. And I'm using those visual tools that you gave me, which will help me in developing characters and studying for scenes. And I'm really excited to move forward using those tools.
And we're excited to see all the awesome characters that you cook up. The next one. All right, we ready for this? How about better with improv?
Better with Improv was a really fun class. There were a lot of
Yeah,
laughs. There was, yeah, I think there was the most people in that class from what I could remember. And that was just fun for me. We were all having fun and, you know, interacting with each other. And that helped me to get out of my head and be in the moment and remember that this is fun
yeah,
and connecting with people, and that's what it's all about.
yeah, it is. That's really why I got into acting in the first place, is because I saw how much fun there was to be had. Even even personally, I went to a university in Michigan, and I got in there in the acting program. And I was, I was like, I'm gonna go into acting program. I was like, but maybe, maybe I want to do engineering, just something more
Mhm.
da da da. After the first year, and I saw the experience I was having, and then the engineers, I was like, oh no, oh
Yeah.
no, I'm definitely sticking to acting. It's truly our passion. So I'm really glad that you had fun in the Better with Improv program. Now we are closing the gap. So that is four four stages of the program. Now, how about the last one, which you just completed? Scene Study Workshop for those who joined. How did that contribute to your growth as an actor?
That was huge. Breaking down those scenes and practicing with my partner really helped me to understand how to go more in depth into a scene, how to break down a scene, and what I need to bring to a scene to make it look the best that it's going to look.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Lacey, for really explaining to us how each level of that complete actor blueprint contributed to your growth as an actor. I just have a couple more questions for you. I know you are a busy actress, and then we're just going to open up the floor for questions for the audience as well. So my last couple questions, we'll begin with this one. How would you describe the impact of this training? Excuse me. How would you describe the impact this training has had on your confidence or career direction?
The training has made me definitely feel confident and very organized. As before, I was just kind of learning things as I went, and I wasn't feeling like I was on the right path. Now I feel very organized. I'm right on the right path, so I can go and I can look professional. And that was my ultimate goal, was to look professional and be professional while I'm navigating my acting career.
It's key. It's key
Hmm.
to present ourselves in that industry standard professional manner, because that's what's going to separate us from the pack. That's what's going to separate us
Hmm.
from these hundreds of submissions, hundreds of these actors that these casting directors see all the time. And I now am able to look at your self tapes. I'm able to look at all of your materials. I'm able to look at your performances. And what I see is an industry ready actress ready to create amazing characters for our silver screen that I'm going to be watching with my little bag of popcorn. I'll be like, look at Lacey.
Yeah.
Eating my little popcorn, enjoying all of your beats, enjoying all of your amazing moments, and enjoying your art. I just have two more questions, and then we'll open up the floor for questions. You guys can go ahead and drop your questions for Lacey right now if they are burning in your head, and we will go ahead and answer that in a moment. What would you say, Lacey, to someone who's thinking about joining the Lights Camera Ready community and taking one of our programs?
I would say do it. Don't hesitate. Just do it because It is a very exciting risk that you're taking. It
Mm-hmm.
is, let's say, you're developing skills along the way that you probably are not going to get somewhere else. I think that the program that you've developed is incredible. I don't think I would be on the right track right now if it wasn't for
Mm-hmm.
you and the courses that you've developed.
Wow.
Yeah. And then another thing was the friendships I made along the way. There was some pretty deep friendships that I developed, and that was really important for me as well. It was like really like now it's very close to my heart, and I'm sad that it's ending. I'm like, can you make more classes so I can have more experiences and grow my skills?
Hmm.
So yeah, that's been big for me.
We have the best community. We have the best people
Mhm.
in our community.
Mhm.
And you are truly an inspiration to our
Oh,
community. And your growth has been inspiring. And, the the most over this last few months, Lacey, you have been working so hard. You have been putting in the work that's required for us to really elevate in our craft. You showed up every time for the classes, right? I gave
mhm.
you an assigned scene, maybe two assigned scenes, right? And I checked back and I found out you memorized some extra scenes. So you really, really put in the work and you walked the talk. And that is an inspiration not only to our whole community, but to me and everybody who is watching this interview, because that is what we have to do. We have to dedicate ourselves to our passion, for things to really start happening, and that's what you have done. And I applaud you for all of the focus that you have put into your acting career, and I cannot wait to see what is next for you, which leads me into my next question. What is next for you, and what do you plan to do and apply with what you have learned?
What is next for me is getting an agent. I've learned that I wanted to be prepared before I get an agent. I think a lot of people get an agent and then they, like I said, they kind of learn things as they go. For me, I wanted to be completely prepared before
Mm-hmm.
the agent came. That way, when I get the agent, I can start making those moves, those
Mm-hmm.
professional moves. So, yeah, and I want to my goal is to get professional work that so far I haven't been able to get yet. I'm really hoping this, and I know it will open the door for me to get those jobs that I'm looking for.
These TV shows need Lacey. Our movies need Lacey.
Yay.
So they are waiting for you. You put in the work to perfect your craft, to get industry standard, and to be ready. And now they're waiting for you and they are excited to see you. I know I'm excited to see your performances
I'm
and
excited.
your character as you bring to the screen. I see a question from Jamie. She says, what was your favorite class?
My favorite class. It's hard to pick one, but it was the one with I think it was character development, emotional depth with
Okay.
Miss Tika. That one was my favorite. I just felt like it was more intimate and there was a lot of connection going on. There was a lot of visual learning for me, which were tools that were important to me as as an individual
Mhm.
learner. So that one was favorite. Yeah.
Character development. Yes, that was a very, very powerful class. And that was where I saw you make a huge uh, jump in terms of your craft. I saw you come in, really ready to absorb these tools and ready to see what you can do in terms of creating these awesome characters. And by the last class, my gosh, my head was blown off by the characters that I saw you create. The
Yeah, I
the
think in character development there was like a turning, like a light
Yeah.
bulb, like click for me that I was waiting for as an actress. It hadn't
Hmm.
happened yet, and that's when it happened. And I think that that's probably why that was my favorite class because I was like, boom, okay, yeah. I'm an actress
Yeah,
and
I
I mean
saw it too.
business.
I saw it too. You not
Yeah.
playing around. Lacey is not playing, y'all. Go ahead and
Mhm.
drop any last questions, and then we will let Lacey go for today so she can go ahead and bless us with her performances and attend to her busy schedule. But I do want to give you guys a moment to drop a few questions if you do want to hear a little bit more from Lacey. All right. I will give you guys a couple moments to drop those questions, and then we will get those answered. I'm making sure that I covered all of the questions that I wanted to ask Lacey because this is truly the prototype here, y'all. This is the prototype of a working actress, an actress who dedicates herself to the craft, actress or actor. This is an individual who dedicates herself to the acting craft. So this is an amazing time to get feedback from an individual who is operating on this level. I see one question that says, have you found your character type?
Mm, I think that I have a few things in mind for my character type. I like playing very like dramatic, serious. I like playing like the military
Hmm.
woman, the police officer, authoritative style type characters. But I also think that I'm still developing my character type. I learned through your courses that I'm natural at comedic roles. So I'm still developing this character I have in mind for my comedic roles. But yeah, yeah, I think I have found her, but it's always still gonna be developing.
Awesome. A work in progress, a forever work in progress. That is what we are as actors. We always are going to keep developing. We always are going to keep learning. We're always going to keep growing. All right. I'm going to give you a moment to drop any last minute questions, and then we will let Lacey go for today. And again, Lacey, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for spending some time with us today, answering a couple questions for us, and letting us really get a peek on the inside of the mind of a hardworking and talented actress. All right, that is it for today. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Lacey. I am
Thank
looking
you.
forward to talking to you soon.
Okay, thank you so much.